Hello again. Oh, okay. Hello again. So today in this little chunk, um, after my, we'll see if we have a special guest again. Archie is being his rowdy, rambunctious self, so we'll see. But let's talk about using Selector Gadget. So, Selector Gadget is one of the open source tools that makes CSS selector generation and discovery easier. Because we're going to be poking around in websites. And the easiest way to do this, and I will show you how to do it in Windows, but before we go there, I want to kind of walk us through it with a Mac. Because I have screen captures for a Mac, which mine was so wonderful to provide to me. Because I don't have any Macs, and I know that about half this class is Macs. So I at least want to give you that piece deliberately. And encourage you to poke around using Chrome. There were other ways to look at the data, but Selector Gadget is a really nice, easy way to do it. So that's where we're going to start. Okay, so using Selector Gadget for a Mac. Okay, so I have a very low resolution animated GIF, and the idea here that I'm going to be talking about is essentially poking around in the website for IMDb, because it is more accessible than most, and see what type of data we grab. And that's all Inspector Gadget does. It gives us a better sense of what is happening. So let me break it down. So the first thing you want to do with Inspector Gadget is click on the app logo once you've downloaded it next to the search bar in your browser. Okay, then what it'll do is open up a box at the bottom right of the browser, right here. And the default is going to be no path found because it doesn't know what you're looking for yet. So the next step is then to click on something, to click on any page element that you are interested in getting the data out of, and it will turn green. It will, in addition to turning green, it will tell you, because the green one is what you're selecting specifically, it will highlight everything else that matches that same criteria in yellow to see if what you've identified is going to be able to give you all the data you want and not just the Shawshank Redemption data. So you can also click on a highlighted element to remove it from the selector, and then the selector will turn red. It's a nice, easy way to kind of cut your teeth, so to speak, on scraping data and just enjoying some of the data that just are all around us. Okay, so oops, wrong way. So you can also click on unhighlighted elements. So here we've got two things selected. We've got Shawshank Redemption, but we also want to have it be like, nope, we don't need the Godfather. So it's deliberately ignoring that. Now here we can also select an unhighlighted element and try and add it to our selector. It will then turn green and show us what else we are picking up. So this red, green, and yellow, while it is not the best for those with any flavor of color blindness, it is at least helpful to identify what you're picking out. Okay, so through this process of selection and rejection, what Selector Gadget does is help us find the appropriate CSS selector for our needs for when we are working with this data. Here is where I'm most likely going to edit in. Oh, okay. R code, why are you so mean to me? Let's fix this. Cool. Okay, I forgot a space. Okay. But I have a space. Okay. Let's re-render it. And okay. Cool. Okay, well, let's go back up and view panes. We're just gonna show. Oh, good, you can see it. Sometimes the screen capture doesn't capture. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is show us, because I've uninstalled it from my computer, so I can show the process. But to do that, I'm gonna go and grab the link using the Chrome extension. So here I'm clicking, it is sending me to Chrome. I'm gonna add to Chrome, add the extension. Cool, it's now here. Let me just make it so it pins up. Pinning it there, right there. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Let's see how successful I am at doing this. Okay, so the idea that I'm trying to do here is do it so that it's all captured on one screen. We're going to go to IMDb. Oops. And poke around. Okay. I have a lot of ad blockers running, but okay, so let's go. Ay. Where I have this all set up, and then I closed my window. Movies. Here we go. Top rated movies. Cool. Okay, this should look familiar to you. So what we're gonna do is the CSS. We can highlight the Shawshank Redemption, and it's giving us titled column and showing us what else we will also scrape, which is cool. Yeah, this will give us the top 250, I believe. Yep, cool. But what if let's see if we can toggle in. Okay, now we're just grabbing the movie title. You'll see how that is highlighted in green and yellow and giving us a sense of like what kind of data is here. And it will essentially show you all these highlights. Okay, cool. So now, nope, that's not what I wanted. All right. So I can see, no, where'd it go? Oh, there it is, it's at the top. I apologize. Okay, but what this does is it makes it a little bit easier to see what you're grabbing. Here, we just use A, it will grab all of the elements assigned with the name A or label A, depends on what programming language it's written in. And just to give you a sense, so another way to look at it is with inspect. Because this also, it'll show you what's being highlighted here, but this is a little more messy. And it's a little harder to just start here. So I recommend easing your way in using something like Selector Gadget. That's the idea anyway. Cool. That is my sad attempt at a picture-in-picture. But that's the idea. So that's wrapping up. I'll see you later. Bye.